If you want to build an abundance of wealth in your life, if you want to achieve success, if you want to be the person that you're meant to be in this world, then you need to ditch the scarcity mindset. You need to develop an abundance mindset. And so today we're going to be talking about some of the ways that you can shift your thinking into more abundant way of life. Great. So the first rule and the first way to build an abundance mindset is to focus on what you actually have, to focus on the blessings. And so if you are focused on what you actually have, then you are in a state of gratitude. And when you are grateful, you're actually attracting more things. If you don't appreciate what you already have, why would you get more? Why would you get more? So be grateful, focus on what you have. Also, there's some thoughts that could be really damaging and that are actually a scarcity mindset. And it's interesting, some of the things that I read that are a scarcity mindset, I'm like, oops, I've been thinking that. And so I have to retrain my brain. So I think it's helpful to know what are those things. So there aren't enough good jobs out there if you're looking for a new job. I don't have enough transferable skills. Or who am I kidding? There's too much competition. All of those things are a scarcity mindset. And so what you want to do is focus on the things that you actually do have. You want to focus on the skills that you have. You want to focus on that you can make it happen, right? And so stop being in this scarcity mindset that, oh, there's not enough money, or, oh, I can't figure this out. Even with a problem that you have, if you're trying to solve a problem and then you go, well, it'll be too hard to do this. That is a scarcity mindset, right? Because you could do it. Yeah, it might be hard. Yeah, it might be difficult, but you can still do it. So stop preventing yourself from being successful. Number 2, I'm always talking about the power of people, the power of influence and how people can impact you and the power of your thoughts. But this is so true because surround yourself with people that have an abundance mindset. So if you surround yourself with people who are thinking big, who are thinking that there's potential in this world, that think that anything can happen and that it is a possibility for you, then you're going to believe that too, and it's going to rub off on you. And so think about this. Who are you hanging out with? Do you actually respect and admire and look up to the people you hang out with the most? If so, then you're on the right track and you need to keep doing that. But if not, you might need to start surrounding yourself with different people. And this can be really helpful in this social media age. When we have access to more people, I can look up Tony Robbins. I could look at Jesse Isler. I could go to Sarah Blakely. I could go to Lewis Howes on the School of Greatness. There's so many different things and people that we have access to now that can start shifting your thinking. And Sarah Blakely did this, the billionaire founder of Spanx. I talk about her over and over again, but I've learned so much from her and she's so inspiring. And she had a mindset coach, Wayne Dyer. Her dad brought in the cassette tape and said, sweetie, I wish I learned this when I was your age, but here you go. And gave her the cassette tapes on how to be a no limit person. And that literally changed her life. And she was just constantly working on the mind. And so this is powerful. And so the people that you're around, if they are gossipers, if they're focusing on silly little things that won't actually propel your life forward, if they're focusing on people in a negative way, that's not going to help, right? You want people who focus on ideas, who focus on potential, who are positive, who see life through a positive lens and believe that the glass is half full and that you can make whatever you want in this life. So be careful who you surround yourself with and be super intentional. This can really change your life and can change your own thoughts, leading to your own success. Number 3, another way to start having a more abundant mindset is to think in win-win situations and to believe that there are win-win situations. And so if you have 2 people that are working on an idea, it doesn't have to be one person wins and the other person loses. The idea is to always try to find win-win situations. Kris Jenner actually talks about this as well. And she talks about the power of finding someone who's going to say yes, because if you hear a no, you're probably just talking to the wrong person. But she also talks about finding a win-win situation. And in business and in deals and just regular relationships in everyday life, if you have a problem that you're struggling with and you're not able to come to a resolution or a conclusion and you want this and you want this and you're butting heads, it's not going to be helpful. But if you can say, hey, I want this, you want this, how can we both win here? Then you're more likely to be successful. And this is so true because we can sometimes get wrapped up in thinking that if they win, then that means we lose. And that's not true. Even if you're not negotiating, if someone is successful, if someone has millions of dollars, you don't have to be like, oh, why do they have that much money? And just thinking negatively about them. It's like, cool, great job. I can't wait till I get that too, right? That's such a different mindset shift and a different way of thinking about it. And it's not like all these rich people or whatever, or people who have what you want, or healthy people or have a fit body, that they're just lucky and or that they're evil. No, they worked hard. They put in the work. Most people put in the work for that. And so say, that is awesome, and congratulate them and actually feel proud of them and say, I can do that too. I can't wait till I am just like that, right? There's room for everyone at the table. There's trillions of dollars in this world and so much opportunity. Just look around and you will find it. Another important practice, number 4, to achieve more abundance in your life and to switch your mind to a more abundance mindset is to incorporate gratitude into your daily life. And so many successful people and people who are successful and also happy and thriving, they talk about gratitude. And so you can have everything in the world, but if you aren't grateful for it, you're not going to have a good life experience. Also, if you don't appreciate what you already have, then why would you get more? Why would the universe or God bless you with more when you don't even appreciate what you have? And I think I always talk about perspective, because sometimes you just get used to what you have. And if you were to live in someone else's situation, you would be baffled and blown away by how many things you actually do have and how far ahead you actually are. And so giving yourself that perspective shift is really important. But Oprah Winfrey said, if you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. But if you look at what you don't have, you'll never have enough. And so that's so true. So find peace with what you have. It doesn't mean you can't ask for more or work for more or want for more, but at the same time and in tandem, you need to appreciate what you have and think about the good things in life. And so many psychologists, they've done studies that have shown that the more gratitude a person has in their life, the more likely they are to be happy.